Hey guys, Dylan here, and today we are doing a Sonic Insanity. Today's Sonic Insanity is going back to the wacky world of Chris Chan, and today we will be reading a post made by Sonichu, or as I like to call him, Chris Chan, because I don't believe in the whole Sonichu body swap shit. Some of you guys may be shocked that I'm talking about Chris Chan again, like actually doing a Sonic Insanity, because I haven't really done a proper Sonic Insanity on Chris Chan in quite a bit, because I hate the Sonichu body swap stuff. I think it's really boring. I'm not really interested in discussing Chris Chan's LARPing, and I would rather just talk about his past shit rather than focus on his modern shit. But today Sonichu is actually talking about something interesting, and that is the dimensional merge. And I like to give you guys updates on the dimensional merge, so let's get right into this. Hey everyone! Recently, our associates and I recorded a video where I, Sonichu, essentially gave a sermon of our Christine Weston Chandler Sonichu. This is also a long-awaited continuation from what Mama had tweeted nearly 2 years ago. This video will be uploaded in a day or so. So this is like a continuation of the original merge stuff. They are going to be talking about what will happen with part 5. So this is a proper continuation on all the merge shit. And yes, it has been over 2 years now since the merge was supposed to happen. So enjoy knowing that this thing hasn't happened within 2 years. And Chris is still trying to convince people. Meanwhile, after all of the extensive recollecting, thought, and time I took personally handwrite it, here it is in regards to the hashtag dimensional merge. I'm not reading the rest of the hashtags. Part 5, community, present events, and personal experiences. Hey there, Sonichu Prime here, still in Mama Chris Chan's body for over 6 months now, and dear God, I wish you weren't, cause this is fucking boring. You are the most boring character ever, and I really wish that you would leave, because at least Chris Chan is his own special brand of weird. Meanwhile, Sonichu is just Chris Chan pretending to be normal, which I don't like. With Mama's dimensional merge refreshed in our memories, let's talk about the communities and what y'all in 1218 can and should do. Oh yeah, he's telling you what you should do. Mama's tweets set were shown to everyone in C197 as well when they got typed up 2 Octobers ago. Since then, the common folk, which is a very demeaning way to address normal people around the earth, have been mindset on prep work. All of the local government peoples consulted with our OP psychic types. Now, in case you guys didn't know this, because Chris Chan's comics are so fucking stupid, a lot of people won't want to read them. Chris Chan has an Illuminati of psychic Pokemon in charge of the city. They read your thoughts at all time, and if they end up thinking that you're going to commit a crime, they will arrest you before you do it. If you're thinking bad thoughts, they might arrest you for that. If you are planning to bully someone, they might haunt you in your dreams and assault you in your dreams until you don't want to bully people anymore. This is real stuff that happens in Chris Chan's comic lore. It got really weird. It's beyond dystopian there. The Justice League, the Avengers, I'm sure that the proper Justice League and Avengers are very happy that you're using that hashtag. The CPUs, I guess they don't get a hashtag, of game industry, I get it, game industry, ha 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 ha, I hate anime. World leaders and so on to get the details, make the plans, and kept the larger details coded down for everyone else's comprehension. You want to talk about comprehension, Chris? I have to translate most of the stupid shit you're saying because no one can comprehend you. It's actually better for all to remain calm, patient, alert, and focused, instead of overthinking things. Nothing personal or insulting meant. Anyway, I love that you talk down to people and you can't spell. Most everyone has their VAC kits. Evac kits, I think you mean, or maybe VAC kits, I don't know. Taking up survival and outdoor learning from our various books, yes, because reading a book is going to teach you how to live in the wild, apparently. educational videos, etc. And in each country and city, they have their plans made out. So when the two worlds collide, if I've read a Boy Scout book, apparently I will be fine. I did not know this. I guess I'm fucked. Distributed pamphlets on those. Even President Herbert Garrison. Now, when I first read this, I was caught off guard. I knew the name Herbert Garrison, but I didn't know where. I googled it. It's fucking Mr. Garrison from South Park. And I remembered, in South Park, Mr. Garrison was basically Trump. And because Trump actually won the election, Garrison won the election. So Chris Chan has retconned the world of Sonichu to have fucking Mr. Garrison as the fucking president of the United States. Now, you know all the terrible, fucked up shit Mr. Garrison has done. Just know, that guy runs fucking Quickville. That guy runs the nation that Quickville is a part of. Well, sometimes a part of. Called the prep work plans in order. Thank deities we do not have your pandemic in C-197, so he's shit-talking the coronavirus and people affected by it. Freaking social distancing orders, Trump and shit. So before he actually mentioned Trump, I guess now he's just retconning Trump out of Quickville. Everyone has been practicing common sense. Oh, most people that say common sense are actually fucking dumb. Quick as possible. Thinking and mental processing and working together in all of this. That is a long way of saying thinking, but whatever. Next subtopic. Our experiences in 2018, which are about the same as in 1218 here. Everyone has become able to see through the Iron Curtain. The dimensional divide, if you will. That is the gateway to the other world. Most free-framed, but more than a quarter or a third, which one is it, a quarter or a third, have interacted and talked with some of y'all, which are all the people who are LARPing and pretending they are deities to Chris Chan, and y'all have seen and talked with us as well. More and more portals and breaks have been appearing and manifesting around the world, and throughout galaxies of the Iron Curtain between our dimensions. Galaxies and dimensions are different, but I'm not even gonna explain that to him. And some have safely and successfully traversed to the other dimension and back, which means that they just pretend to talk to Magichan and then hop out of there. Between 1218 and C-197, everyone who has perished so far, meeting Mama's estimates respectively, yes, Chris Chan is saying that the dimensional merge is part of Corona. Coronavirus is a sign of the dimensional merge, and if your family has recently died from it, it's all part of Chris Chan's plan. So when you have to visit Grandma for the last time because she can't fucking breathe, you can thank Chris Chan for it, and Sonichu have safely merged and awakened in their respective self-counterparts' bodies. So I guess you'll be saying hi to Grandma Chu very soon. Brains and consciousness. The tallied numbers of the individuals in C-197 who were confirmed of waking up here, those who came from 1218 in this matter, to be in the millions. And he puts a period and then goes and it's a capital and. In 1218, the number of your waking up individuals after soulfully migrating from C-197 were in the 100,000s. Less than 500,000. To be clear, this amongst the common peoples, which is still pretty insulting to call people, with mundane types of lives, very insulting because you have a below mundane life, and hardly any life-extending powers, which would be you, and superpowers, and those who lacked in endurance and fortitude. Those are things you lack. And honorable mentions to the unavoidable and twist of fate. I don't know what the fuck that means. Also, we have confirmed buildings and objects fully transitioning into the other dimension from the other side. Gotham City has been seeing buildings from 1218 appear in the outskirts around them, which I don't think there are outskirts in Gotham fucking City. It's a big city connected to other cities, but whatever. Your Statue of Liberty manifested next to ours, and the next day, our Statue of Liberty disintegrated and became lost in the void. That's really fucking stupid. I can look right now, and you can still see the Statue of Liberty. It's fucking bullshit, Chris. If our Statue of Liberty disappeared, we wouldn't have it anymore. That's what a transition is. Temples in Saudi Arabia crumbled, and your temples appeared and replaced them. You should wait for, like, shit to be broken here, and then say it appeared in Quickville, so at least you'd have some, like, proof that it's gone. Like, wait for something to fall apart and then claim that it's part of it instead of just saying it happened when we can still see shit. Of our countries, of China and Japan, our buildings have appeared in 1218 shortly after those same structures fell and crashed in 1218. The leftover rubble around them from the former and was obvious, and I can go with Notre Dame. Okay, at least you're going with that one. That at least actually fucking happened. And all the California that burned in 1218. So, yet again, Chris Chan is claiming that he was part of the California fires and that is part of the dimensional merge. Don't tell him that forest fires have been going on for ever since the beginning of fucking time, because Chris Chan won't understand that. Chris Chan won't get that natural disasters are in the name natural, in favor of those cities from C-197, including Moore. I don't fucking know. The OG Rishirim, I don't fucking know, was doing a bang-up job here. I don't know who the fuck that is. Make fun of me for it. Fortunately, in combination between both dimensions, most everyone got out of the transitioning buildings and survived. Very lucky of them. The combined number of deaths by being struck by fading into walls and floors, which would be a terrible way to die, and so on, were nearly over 10 people. That's not good. Fucking 200 is over 10 people, Chris. Sadly, their bodies disappeared into the void. That'd be terrible. That would be terrible. Imagine, like, one day you're just chilling, and then you fucking merge into a wall and disappeared into nothingness forever because a fat man-child wanted to have superpowers. That'd be horrible. And all that, but they are not forgotten and have been counted. I don't even know what that means. And the last subtopic for now, I will tell you all a few true stories about myself, Sonichu Prime. Y'all know my origins, born as a Pikachu on April 20th, yes, 420, Hitler's birthday. That is the meme day. We've already talked about this before in another video, how that's a retcon. Evolved, collision with Sonic, became the first ever Sonichu, met Rosie, and had adventures and learned and grew a lot. Warrior of Quickville. This is sounding like Sonic's Ultimate Harem now. And then some. I often have had dreams and nightmares spawned from the hate-filled alt-dimension fanfics written in 1218. Chris is telling you not to write fanfictions because he fucking hates them. That's what he doesn't want you to fucking make your fucking shitty Sonichu fan comics. Just stop. He's gonna keep saying they're non-canon. He's gonna keep crying about it. Chris Chan will never fucking learn. Our Magichan and our Rosie Rosichu helped me stay grounded and calm with meditation and all that. I've also had my many times doubt over Christine Chan, Mama's central self-counterpart in C-197. Y'all read about. I had thought one time or another that I could do Christine Chan's job better. I was also aware of Mama in 1218. I've never acted against either of them. And then freaking Idea Guys. I haven't really covered the Idea Guys too much, so if you guys are interested in like the most basic information on the Idea Guys, check out my Idea Guys video. But there's a lot of shit involving the comics that I haven't talked about that I will one day. And that's what Chris is whining about here. With his damnable villain-motivated powers, put a major pain on our Earth and Equestria in C-197. With his damned Nazis manipulating the CPUs with Johnson Wiles. And while I was spending time making good with Mama herself, the Idea Guy got into my brain and turned me. It was horrible, and Mama had never stopped being kind with me, and I was blinded and threatened her. Then she got through love with me and brought me back to my senses and fucked you up the ass and fucking had a kid. And worlds of relief when she finally used her ether to undo the Idea Guy's chaos in C-197. So I guess that's talking about the retcons that Chris Chan's doing to fucking make up for the shit they did. I still remember it all, though, but I have toughed it out and recovered my own will and help from my family, friends, and our Goddess Mama Christian Sonichu. Since then, I've continued my duty and worked hard in everything, including our prep work for the merge and getting Mama with her OG body safely back into C197 from 1218, which shouldn't matter if the merge is going to happen. I've also traversed and visited other planets, dimensions, and timelines with Rosie by myself or with Magic-chan, and he spells Chan wrong because he's fucking crazy, for additional tech. Now, this is sounding like fucking Sonichu goes on Rick and Morty adventures, and that might actually be interesting, but too bad Chris will never do anything with it. Resources and useful supplies. And the big moment Magic-chan told me as much possible of the up-and-coming body swap between Mama and I. Every single foreseen possibility outcome, so now he's Garnet and what to do. And so I kept my coal, not cool, coal, and waited through February and March of 2020. Come March 31st, Kerchow, zapping it up to the extreme. Here I was and still am, over 6 months now. Please leave. I tell you all, the majority of you hardly ever comprehend the genuine power and abilities. We just don't fucking believe it, Chris. Endurance, fortitude, yes, Sonic's ultimate harem, and overall strength and speed in this body and brain has. Christian has neither, you liar. So many visions, deja vu moments, telepathy, telekinesis, and so on. Every power you all can think of in this dimension, and then some. No exaggerations. How about you bring back all the people who died of COVID instead of making fun of them by pretending that they're part of your fucking LARPing adventure? 1218 restrictions have been tough to work with though, but the magic and everything has been and is returning here, and the powers of this body and brain has become easier to utilize. This brain is constantly connected with the cosmos and its self-counterpart and all the other dimensions, timelines, and it goes off a massive aura energy glowing and sometimes mild pangs of pain, which I think is Chris-chan possibly having like health issues and he needs to fucking see a doctor. When anything is happening between our two Earths and the Iron Curtain and then some. This body and brain literally working, doing interdimensionally, and goddess traversing through rough and hard every single millisecond, which I doubt you even know what that is. And I, Sonichu Prime, have tried to keep on continuing on until the new pandemic-free version of he didn't even finish that, the Omega timeline at Babscom 2020, yes, because Chris still is obsessed with Babscom, and that's why he fucking ran away, because he doesn't want to deal with, he couldn't fucking LARP with ponies. When I finally return this body to Mama Christian Sonichu, I tell you all, as OP a soul I am unable to do Mama's job as good as she. Finding a way to praise yourself through yourself. Amazing. Our OG Christine Weston Chandler, Sonichu of Earth 1218 and C187, can do this work. Her body, her brains, her goddess level of her powers and abilities, all tailor custom made for her. Who cares? I never should have ever doubted her. What a wonderful sentence. With my most deep apologies for doubting her, apologizing to himself, I pledge and repledge my duty, loyalty, and best of myself powers and abilities to her now after. Is this a fucking story arc for Sonichu? Did he just learn a life lesson? And I swap back into our original bodies in the new timeline. I've learned and grown. It is character development. Oh my god, Chris, you had to give Sonichu character development. Grown over time in his humble service. All praises, prayers to the power goddess 1218 and C197, Christine Weston Chandler Sonichu. Dimensional merge bullshit. And he didn't end it off with this fucking lightning bolt, so I guess Sonichu forgot how he ends his own fucking tweets. And so that was the Dimensional Merge update. We repeated a lot of shit. We learned a little bit of shit. Nothing too useful. We got a lot of insight and a lot of retcons into Dimensional Merge again. Hopefully you guys found this interesting. I will cover this if Chris-chan does anything interesting again into the future. But for the most part, I'm still going to be avoiding Chris's Twitter because I don't care about the Sonichu shit. I think it's boring. I'm not interested. And I wish Chris would come back because this sucks. Hopefully you guys, enjoyed this video, if you liked this video, hit the like button. If you really like it, share it. And if you want to see more, then subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and bye. Before the credits roll, I thought I'd give a shout out to my multiple ways of making money. YouTube is slowly starting to sanitize the platform, making it harder for people to make money on edgier content like I do. So I'm reminding you guys that I have a Patreon. The Patreon has plenty of reward tiers, including seeing my podcast early, being able to join my fan Discord, and possibly even getting on the show if I can fit that into the schedule. I have video recommendation tiers that you can try to get into, and if all else fails and my YouTube falls apart, I always have a BitChute account. So remember to check out all these different things in the description below.